I don't win every single pick. I just win more than I don't. Yeah, Thursday. Welcome into the Erik Kuselias YouTube show, and we are so happy to have you. You know the deal. If you subscribe, you have a shot to win a free month in my Discord, and it is the #1 wagering Discord in the world, right? No one's even close. Let's get to it. Right out of the gate, US Open, starting golf. Man, I love this thing. Right? I love the US Open idea because if you really think about it, this is the true word of open. That's why it's the best. Like, you could win it next year. You're like, no, I can't. I'm like, yeah, you can. You see, you have little qualifiers. And then you move up, and you move up, and you move up, and you move up. Like, you don't have to go home until somebody beats you. It doesn't matter who you are, where you live, or what you're doing. You don't have to go home until somebody beats you. You, me, your grandmother, your kids, me, anybody. That's what's great about this tournament. Yeah, of course, it's always a golf professional, I get it. But who else does this? Does baseball say, hey, if you and 80 of your buddies get together, you know, you can get in this tournament where you can just keep going. You can play the Yankees if nobody beats you. No, it's not like that. All right? Nobody says to you, hey, you get to play LeBron James in a one-on-one if you beat everybody on the way to LeBron James. But in golf, you can be some local yokel from Omaha, Nebraska, and if you're good enough, you don't have to go home until somebody beats you. That's what's awesome about this tournament. It's great. My picks are in the Discord. It's the only place you can get them. I can tell you this. I really like Patrick Reed. And there's one golfer I definitely am fading and played against him twice. Once in a head-to-head and once for him not to finish at his final position. You know, they have like positions like, okay, you're going to be over under 36th. And you can bet that either way. So those are up on the Discord if you want to check those out. And we go from there. Now, there's no basketball for a while, and it's over because the Knicks win. And the parade's coming up and all that other good stuff. But, you know, here's the thing I really like about it. I love in this story the idea that the owner of the Knicks got the guys together, I don't know if you saw this, and said, no sex for 10 weeks. Yeah. He's like, you know, that's what Spartans did. They deprived themselves. You know, if you see something, the word Spartan, like a Spartan diet is a very, like there's not going to be a lot of food, right? A Spartan existence, a Spartan living room is not going to have a lot of furniture in it. And he's like, you know, Spartans became warriors because they denied themselves. So how about no sex for 10 weeks? That's what he said to the Knicks. And then they go on this crazy run. And Mike Brown at the parade, what shirt does he have on? Knicks, 10 weeks. I got to get one of these shirts. How do we all not have these shirts? I need a 10-week shirt. Like, what would be better than like this gigantic dude just rolling out with a 10-week shirt? Alternating it with like one that says like trophy husband or something, whatever. I love that shirt. I need that shirt. I may get 2 of those shirts and send it to somebody who subscribes today. So subscribe. If you get that shirt in the mail and a little note from me, that's what you can have. I mean, that is just tremendous. Tremendous. The 10 weeks. And apparently, like, the guys did it. You know, I heard about fighters, right? Boxers, right? We got to shut off sex before the fight. But basketball players? And is this now going to become a thing? You know, like hockey beards? Are we now going to start having this in, like, the NBA? Like, okay, 10 weeks, no nookie. I did it all for the nookie, except in those 10 weeks. That's what they're going with. Yes. That was a little bit of a Limp Bizkit reference. So if you listen to music in the 90s, you may have gotten that. Everybody else is like, what the heck are you talking about, Kuselias? Anyway. Now, again, if you subscribe, you get a chance to win a free Discord, a month of my Discord. And this Discord is the #1 sports wagering Discord on the planet. 7-0, last 7 picks in the NBA Finals. We were 70% in the NHL playoffs. We're 5-0 in the Final Four. We won the first 12 weeks of the NFL season. I won 15 straight college football games, got national attention for that back in October. I give you a sharp edge. I don't win every single pick. I just win more than I don't. And nobody wins more. All right. This is a great story from the World Cup. Did you see the photo of the Japanese locker room after the game was over? They played in Dallas. And when they left, the locker room was immaculate. And oh, by the way, then they went out to the stands and the Japanese fans had picked up their entire area. This is just great. This is amazing. Like, I don't want to say they're better than we are, but they're kind of better than we are. Like, that locker room was immaculate. Like, my house office room, I mean, I got to struggle to keep this thing neat. You could have eaten off the floor when they were done. I mean, how do you know they were even there? They may have changed in a different room and not told anybody. That's how neat it was when they were done. There's no tape and crap and thrown all over the place, right? They're like, no, that's not how we do it. We leave it better than we found it. And I'll say this, I give a lot of philosophy out, life lessons, all that stuff. A cornerstone one is leave it better than you found it. Everything. Leave everything better than you found it. Your job, your kids, the kitchen that you just cleaned in, your living room, the party that you attended, the people that you talked to and dispense advice for. Leave it better than you found it. And they're walking the walk. I mean, could you imagine an NBA team, the locker room, or an NFL team, the locker room after they're done, and you go in and you're like, how do we even know they were here? Like, I think they vacuumed. It's insane. The trash is put away neatly. The dirty towels perfectly put away. I mean, everything. So, I don't know. I want the U.S. to win, clearly. But if they don't, I'm rooting for Japan. I'm rooting for Japan. I mean, what a display. What a display. What a display. And by the way, did anyone see this also? There were two people who are running for Congress against each other in New York. Both Democrats. Not that matters, but they are. And they asked, who are you rooting for in the World Cup? Like, the biggest, like, easy question of all time. I'm rooting for the U.S. I'm rooting for the U.S. And they picked different countries. They're not rooting for the U.S. They're openly not rooting for the U.S. They are not rooting for the United States of America. And they're running for Congress. Okay, that's what we're doing now. Look, if you vote for one of these two idiots, it's on you. It's on you. I'm doing my part to make the country better every day. I am leaving it better than I found it. If you vote for one of these two morons, you are not. Simple as that. Simple as that. Last thing. Did you see there was a poll? Because hockey's over now, too. Sort of wrapping up the sports. The U.S. Open golf. Get to the NBA. Now we're going to get over to hockey. And there was a poll of least liked teams in the NHL. Who won? Who do you think win? What team do you think would win least liked? I don't know. I mean, thinking, who is the dirty players? Where would I not want to live? Where would I not want to be drafted? You know, I mean, where would I not want to go up there? It's really far away. Where are the taxes high? All that is. Well, you know who's number one? Vegas. Vegas finishes number one. And they asked Jack Eichel, and he had the response of all responses. He goes, yeah, I don't think anybody in the NHL has Vegas on their no trade list. Mic drop, boom, there you go. Like, you want to talk about a stupid poll. I don't know who you're asking or what you think you're doing, but he's absolutely right. Do you think any guy in their 20s playing in the NHL says, no. Calgary, yes. The great city of Buffalo, no problem. But don't you dare trade me to Vegas. No. Oh, by the way, no state income tax there either. So you get to live in Vegas and keep all your money. Yeah, they're the most hated. Sure they are. Sure they are. All right. Why would you hire somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about? Somebody who's like, I'm going to smash it today. And all of a sudden you hear Mom the Meatloaf in the background. It's not what happens here. You know I've been doing this for decades, right? I'm a professional. I've been on television as a senior wagering expert. I've won an Emmy. I know what's happening. I'm piped in. I'm careful. And I'm responsible, right? This is a who do you trust business. When you're talking about sports wagering, it comes down to this. This is hiring a lawyer for your brother who was charged with a crime he didn't commit. You're not bargain shopping here. You know, this is not, you're not looking for a deal. You're looking for the best, right? You walk into the office and you go, is this the guy I'm going to put my brother's life in their hands, right? You need a heart surgeon for your mother. Credibility. I want to see the diplomas on the wall. I want to know how many of these you've done. I want to know how many of these you've been successful at. I want to hear that you know what's happening. And if something goes wrong, I know that you know what to do. You're thorough. You're careful. You are competent. Same thing with your money. Thorough, careful, competent. Click the link below. Join the Discord. And if you subscribe, you might win a free month, and we'll go from there. All right, that's going to do it for today's show. I always try to keep this thing somewhere between, 10 and 20 minutes. We do it every other day. I may start doing it every day because the response has been unbelievable. It's been so much fun. And I promise, we'll keep this going because it's been really, really fun to do. And the response, as I mentioned, has been great. So that'll do it for today. See you tomorrow or the next day with more here on the Erik Kuselias Show.